All right, let's talk about the phone accessory business. It's this wild, high risk, high reward world where some people make a fortune, but only if they know the secrets that the pros usually keep to themselves. Today, we're getting into those secrets. So let me ask you this. Does starting a real profitable business with just 20 bucks sound possible? I mean, that's less than a couple of movie tickets. In most industries, no way. But in this one? Well, the answer might just surprise you.
And here's why it's possible. Look at these numbers. You can buy a product for as little as 14 cents and sell it for $1.39. That is a crazy markup, like a nearly tenfold return on your money. How? Because unlike a lot of other retail, there's no fixed control price. You set the market. And that right there, that lack of a fixed price, that's the golden opportunity. But just knowing it exists isn't enough. You've got to have the playbook that separates the people who make it from the ones who fizzle out in a month.
So let's get right into that playbook. We're going to walk through the 8 crucial secrets that you absolutely need to know to build a successful phone accessory business from the ground up. Okay, the first 3 secrets are really your foundation. It all starts with integrity and being smart about your sourcing. You have to be upfront about the quality of your stuff, find a supplier you can actually rely on, and remember what we said at the start. You don't need a huge bank loan. You can seriously get this going with just $20.
Now, this quote is so important. Look, if you sell a knockoff and pretend it's the real deal, you might make one sale, but that customer is never coming back. Ever. But if you're straight up about it, hey, this one's a cheaper version, that's why it's this price, you build trust, and trust brings people back. Next up, you've got to be smart with your money, especially at the start. So focus on the items that fly off the shelves. We're talking chargers, earpieces, screen guards, the stuff people lose or break all the time. Stocking these means you've always got cash coming in, and you're not stuck with a box of products that nobody wants. And listen, it doesn't matter if you have a fancy shop, a little kiosk, or even just a table on the sidewalk. How you display your products is everything. A clean, organized, eye-catching setup is your billboard. It makes people stop, and it tells them you're a professional, not just some random person selling junk. Okay, secret number 5 is a big one. You have to stay on top of the trends. I mean, just look at this. Are you going to stock BlackBerry cases? Of course not. That's a surefire way to lose money. You need to know what's hot right now. Accessories for the newest iPhones, the latest Samsung phones, even those new popular Chinese models. Now, let's talk about your secret weapon, customer retention. The key here is to not be greedy. Knocking just 20 cents off a charger makes the customer feel like they got a deal. Or hey, throw in a free screen guard if they buy a power bank. These little things feel huge to the customer, build incredible loyalty, and get people talking about you. And the final secret? This one is non-negotiable. Location, location, location. If you're in a plaza or some kind of shopping center, you absolutely have to be on the ground floor. Think about it. Nobody is going to climb 3 flights of stairs for a $5 cable when there are 10 other guys selling them right at street level. Easy access is everything. So we've got the secrets to success. Sounds great, right? But there's a reason they call it high risk. Now we've got to talk about the major hurdles, the gauntlet you have to run to actually make it in this business. To really get the biggest challenges, let's use an analogy. Picture you're trying to set up a brand new stall in the middle of a super crowded medieval fair. You need to be where all the people are, but guess what? So does everyone else. And that good spot costs a fortune. Just look at this breakdown. Let's say you managed to scrape together about $3,500 to start. Well, more than half of that, over $2,000, could be gone in a flash just on rent for a prime location. You're deep in the hole before you've even sold your first screen protector. So, after you've paid that crazy rent, now you've got to face the competition. And it is fierce. You're the new kid on the block with zero reputation, trying to compete against sellers who've been there for years. They have loyal customers, they know the market inside and out. It is a serious uphill battle. And on top of rent and competition, there are these other business killers just waiting for you, selling bad products that destroy trust, getting a batch of defective goods your supplier won't take back, theft, or getting dragged into a price war with your neighbors that just tanks everyone's profits. So, with all of that stacked against you, how in the world do you win? Well, the answer isn't to just fight harder in that crowded marketplace. It's to fight smarter. It's about finding your unique angle.
This is the key. You cannot win by being just another shop selling the same 10 things as everyone else. You have to find a gap. You have to sell something that your competitors either don't stock or just don't really care about.
Here's exactly what that niche strategy looks like. Imagine nobody in your area stocks a specific battery type that people are always asking for. So you do the work, you figure out how to import it, and suddenly you become the specialist. All those other established shops, they literally start sending customers to you. You're not their competition anymore, you're their solution.
And here's where it all comes together so beautifully. Just look at how the secrets we talked about directly solve the biggest hurdles. Finding that niche, that's how you beat the intense competition. Being honest and having a great source, that protects you from the problem of fake and defective goods. And building real customer loyalty, that makes you totally immune to those destructive price wars. The playbook is the solution.
So, we've laid it all out. The incredible opportunity, the playbook of secrets, and the very real hurdles you'll face. The path to success is there, it's clear. So the only question left is, if you were going to jump into this game, what would be your winning niche?